I've been a mother since 2002, and those first few years were like drinking through a fire hose until we forgot how bad it was and had a second child. And then it was like drinking through a fire hose while standing in the ocean during a hurricane. So here are 5 things that nobody told me about being an empty nester. Number 1, you can miss them and love the freedom at the same time. Feeling sad that they're away and happy to have free time happens to many parents. Caring for kids takes a huge amount of energy. Wanting time alone doesn't mean you love them any less. Enjoying your quiet time makes you feel rested and happy. It makes you a better, more grounded parent when they do return. It's natural to miss the noise, the messy kitchen, the late night chats. It takes time to get used to an empty and quiet house, but you can reclaim your space and you control your schedule. Number 2, your marriage changes. You might have increased quality time, reduced stress. You're not worried about all the extra clutter and who's going to clean up after the dishes from the midnight snack that your kids had. There's reduced daily stress, fewer schedules, less financial strain, and less household mess lowers tension. You could have renewed intimacy. Greater privacy can revitalize something that maybe got lost along the way. Newfound disposable income can be redirected towards travel, eating out, more vacations, maybe even home projects. You might realize that you two have drifted apart and now's a great time to reconnect. Minor annoying habits that might have gotten muted during the parenting years might suddenly become truly annoying. One spouse may grieve the empty home while the other spouse enjoys and revels in the freedom of it, and that might cause a little bit of resentment. Number 3, you have to figure out who you are all over again. This is a process known as identity reclamation. For decades, your daily thoughts and emotions and actions were centered around being a parent first. When that changes, it leaves a certain psychological void. You might feel untethered, and it may cause temporary confusion. There's a transition period. It may take months to transfer your thoughts and feelings away from being a household manager and more towards managing your individual self. You might feel guilty for not knowing what to do on a Saturday. Facing yourself in a quiet house highlights the personal dreams or health goals you might have missed over the years. Think back to who you were in your 20s. What did you love doing before you had to think about school lunches or PTA meetings? Why don't you revisit some of those interests, hiking or painting or just daydreaming, going to the movies by yourself? Look at your current health, your hobbies, parts of your old routine that you actually miss. What parts of you you're glad to get rid of and what you'd like to start new. Number 4, your relationship with your children gets better in some ways. Last night, my husband and I were invited to dinner at my son's new apartment that he's sharing with a few friends in the city. He smoked chicken and bratwurst for us, and we brought the sides. We had a great little dinner in his new apartment, admired the location and how wonderful it was, and we took a walk after dinner. We visited a local museum, enjoyed the sights and the sightseeing, and we're so happy to see him doing so well in this part of life. You start seeing your children as adults with their own interests, and it's so exciting. There's less daily friction. No more arguments about messy rooms or dishes in the sink or cars blocking the driveway when you need to get out. Distance can create perspective. Kids realize how much you've done for them when they have to do it on their own. Today, I had to help my youngest son register for the DMV so that he could renew his car registration. He was having so much trouble with it on his own, he just had to call his mom, and it's nice to be needed. Conversations can become deeper and more meaningful because you'll get to learn about your children as adults and understand their dreams and perspectives in a whole new way. You're not just connecting with them because you share space, and it's not just a passing grunt in the hallway on your way to the bathroom. Number 5, you can't just sit around and wait for them to come home. Kids feel the heavy emotional weight when they realize that they are your only source of happiness. It breeds resentment. If you pause your life for them, you may resent them when they become too busy in their adult life to call. It wastes your time. Sitting by the phone is preventing you from doing things that would give you true happiness. Take the time to fill the specific times that you miss most. Miss Sunday dinner with the kids? Schedule time with friends. Take yourself out to a movie. Maybe play pickleball instead. Anyway, these are the 5 things that I wish someone had told me when I was stuck in the messy part of being a parent. I loved every bit of my children's growing up years, and I find that I'm loving them becoming individual adults on their own just as much. It's really exciting to see what they can do, and it's really exciting to see what I can do now.